All right, the sixth mistake that downsizers make is not understanding the importance of staging and curb appeal. Okay, all right, so I'm going to give you a couple of stories. If you stage properly, on the average, you can get about 17% more for your property if you do this right. Now, I know what's going to happen, okay? Got fuchsia pink walls in the dining room, and you like them that way. I understand, okay? But you want to open that buyer pool way up. Just by changing the color on that wall, taking the trim that's dark and painting it white, you're going to open up a whole new buyer pool with that. Today's buyers, unfortunately, are extremely busy, and they don't have the visualization maybe that we did when we were younger. Oh, I'll do it over. They don't do that, okay? All right, so let's talk staging. All right, so there was a house, and this is a true story, that another agent had on the market, and the highest she could get for this house was $840. This house was vacant. The sellers had moved out. You could see every sin in that house. The basement that was not cleaned properly, the buckling in the carpet, okay, the dings on the wall. All right, so what happens is, I think this house was on the market for like $869. Highest offer she could get was $840. Sellers were not happy with this. So then what happens is they cancel the listing. They have us in. We talk about staging. We had a stager that we worked with quite a bit. She had quite a bit of furniture, decent, nice furniture. Okay, we're going to talk about lousy furniture in a minute. All right, so what happens is this stager comes in, seller pays $6,000 worth of staging. Is that a lot? Yes, I understand that that is a lot. We put the house on the market for $869. Have the carpets pulled, get the basement cleaned up a little bit, stage the house, use high-end resolution photography, okay, really get the house out there with our marketing plan. What happens is the house goes under agreement because there was a bidding war at 9:10, okay? That's an actual case that I saw. It was off the market and on the market within months. It wasn't long at all, okay? And we got that much more money for that seller. So that is a good case why staging is important. Most sellers don't need a full-blown stage, okay? What they need is a stager to come in, and you have to open your mind, okay? I know that this is the way you like it, but the thing is, you're not going to be living in the house anymore. You want to open this to the widest buyer pool possible. All right. There's another story where one of the agents on the team had a house in Reading. House couldn't sell. Didn't sell at all. One of our agents came in, worked with the stager, made some changes, suggested some things, and what happened is the house sold right away. Same house, just made a few changes. Here's another story, brand new construction, okay? On the market with another agent for a long time. Beautiful. House was beautiful. Now, you walk in and the staging was lousy because staging is expensive, okay? So if you expect the agent to be staging everything all the time, they might bring in lousy staging. They may say they're going to stage the home and not put good quality furniture in. Now what happened is the house sits and sits and sits and doesn't sell. We come in and we hired a high-end stager because this was a high-end home and it deserved it, and we wanted to show it off. And what happened is we sold that house within 2 weeks. So you can see the same product, different staging. One house sits on the market, the other one moves very quickly. So don't discount staging. You could probably get about 17% more for your house if you do it right. And there's all levels of staging. You have a stager come in, just make some suggestions and move your furniture around. And then you have stagers that can come in. They're going to suggest paint colors, maybe flip out some granite countertops, put some furniture in. Also, don't forget your front door, okay? That's where the buyer is going to be walking up. I know you come in and out of the garage, but take a fresh look at that front door. That matters. That needs to feel welcoming. So don't discount or neglect staging.